give some team grades for the 2023 season. And this part will be the Sun Belt Conference. Firstly, let's talk about the runners-up in the Sun Belt Conference, Appalachian State. They did take a step up from last year, being a couple more wins, being super competitive against North Carolina. I think they did have the talent, though, to be a 9 or 10 win team. So because of that, I couldn't give them any A's, so I gave them a solid B. Next, we got James Madison. JMU looked so good this year. Sadly, App State was the reason they didn't go undefeated. And if you remember, that was a college game day game. Super great year for them. It was sad that they couldn't go to the postseason, as in the conference championship game, because if they did that, they would have potentially won the Sun Belt this year. So they get an A-. Next, we got Texas State. This team saw instant success after using the transfer portal this last offseason. They go from 4-8 to a 7-5 record. I think this team has a lot of hope for the future. For this year, I'd give them a B+. Next, we got South Alabama. This year was a little disappointment for them as they had a 10-win season last year. So going 6-6 is nothing great for that team. I always say this, but hey, they did make a bowl game still, so I gave them a C-. Next, we got Louisiana Raging Cajun. And I honestly was pretty shocked that they made a bowl game this year. With how stacked the Sun Belt is this year, I didn't think they had a chance. But they proved me wrong and went to a bowl game, so they got a B-. Next, we got Arkansas State. And I see them in the same light as Louisiana. I didn't think they'd make a bowl game, but they proved me wrong, so I also gave them a B-. Next, we got Southern Miss, a team that was super disappointing this year. They went 7-6 last year and 3-9 this year. I did have a little bit of a hunch that they wouldn't be as good as that team last year, as they lost some talent, but still, going 3-9 is not good at all, so I gave them a D-.